Welcome to Walking with Jesus Bible Study. We're going to be in the book of James, chapter 3, verse 5. Even so, the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And I'm going to repeat that. Even so, the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. How strong and mighty and powerful is our tongue. When we think of strength, we think of big men that's all powerful and mighty. But our tongue holds a lot of power. We've all heard the phrase out of, what you say speaks life or death. And it is very true. In the beginning was the Word. In the beginning, when God created all things, He simply spoke it into existence. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. We are made in God's image, in His likeness. So we need to pay attention to what comes out of our mouth. The scripture also says that it's not what comes into the body that defiles it, but what comes out of the mouth from the heart that defiles a man. In the book of Wisdoms, Proverbs, over and over again, it tells you repeatedly, be slow to speak. Be slow to anger. Because what did we do when we're angry? We just boast out our emotions. And our feelings is what the enemy uses, because the feelings belongs to the enemy. He uses that to get us stuck in ourselves, to keep us in anger. And you know what? It's okay to have some feelings, but it's what you do in those feelings. It's okay to be mad and upset. But when you allow anger to exist is when we do things that we end up regretting, that we cannot take back. I've had all kinds of things done to me. Been shot at, been stabbed, been beaten, all kinds of things. And I've had some pretty awful things spoken to me. And I'm going to tell you what cuts deeper than a knife, what hits harder than a punch. What kills my heart faster than a bullet is the words that came out of people's mouth. Whether it be from a loved one who you love truly dearly, or a complete stranger that just said something, because they stick with you. They tug at you. They eat at you mentally more than anything. What you say matters. Word of mouth is still to this day. No matter how much we got to this internet technology, word of mouth still travels faster, which is crazy, than anything. To prove what I'm trying to say is you're in your hometown, that restaurant or that certain place. If you go there and it's really bad or dirty or whatever, that will spread around a lot more quicker than the ratings or the Google review when people want to let people know just how that place is. One of the sins is gossiping. A lot of people forget that that is a sin. And gossip, whether it's true or not, destroys and kills that person's character. That you're literally committing murder at the same time as committing a sin on top of a sin. Basically, you're causing discord among people. You're destroying lives. So we got to pay attention to how we talk about others. Because we just don't know what is going to be the ripple effect the moment we open our mouth. Because you can't take it back. You can't undo what has already been heard and what's already been said. What started off as a spark can now be a bonfire by the end of the day. What could have just meant to be a small little joke could have caused somebody to commit suicide by the next morning you woke up. That's how fast and how deadly and how crazy your tongue, the words that come out of your mouth, is very powerful, it's very strong, and it's mighty. So we got to choose how we want to use this powerful gift that God has given us, the ability. And it is a gift, because there's many people who don't even possess the gift to speak out loud. There's many ways to communicate, sign language and writing, using electronics. With this advancedness that we have in our technology, we can still use our tongue in many different ways. So just because if you don't say it physically out of your mouth, sending that text message is the same thing as speaking it. Just because you didn't say it from one ear to the other, writing it on a post, it's no different than you open up your mouth. God's going to look at it as the same as you opening your mouth and saying the word itself and speaking it. So do we choose this powerful, mighty tongue to spread the good news, to spread love, to spread cheer, to uplift somebody, to build them up, or are we going to use it to tear them down, to kill, steal, and destroy? Because that's what the enemy does. All he's doing is roaming to and fro on this earth to steal, kill, and destroy us. Are you going to be no different than the enemy? No different than Satan? By using your mouth and repeating evilness and doing wrong to where you're just sitting there destroying somebody's character? Because that's the same thing. That's exactly what you're doing. You're basically doing the enemy's job for him, that he literally doesn't have to do anything. And that's one of his best tactics, is to use us to do his job for him. And we do it all the time on many different things. You got to forget, he's been doing this. He's been in this evil business for thousands of years. He's gotten so good at it that he really doesn't have to do anything. And people sit there and say, oh, the enemy made me do that. No, you did that. He's sitting back and laughing because he didn't have to do anything. You did it yourself. Pay attention to how you choose to use that power.